fat phobia. I've always been heavier, whatever the fuck that means. I mean, I don't, it's just relative. It's to who you're standing next to, but ever since I was a kid, I always used to get bugged, and it's taken me a really long time to be comfortable with my body. I know part of that has been the gender issues, because now that I have hair all over my belly, I like it a lot more. Accepting my body for what it is, I've recently joined some fat positive groups online. I want to feel empowered in the fact that I don't have to lose weight. And I think what sparked this rant that I'm about to go on is, you know, I go to school for massage therapy. There is a lot of fat phobia in the industry because they're focusing on health, which I understand, but at the same time, you don't have any right to tell somebody to lose weight. And it all started, we were waiting for one of our exams, and we were dressed in our clinic gear because it was for a practical exam. And one of the girls in my class just looked at me, she's like, "Oh, Ray, it looks like you're losing weight." I just have to say, I fucking hate it when people say that to me. You don't have any right to comment on somebody's body. Even if you think it's positive, that does have a negative connotation, because you're saying to me, "Oh my god, you look so good because you've lost weight," which insinuates that I needed to lose weight. I don't. It fucking pisses me off. Oh no, actually I'm trying to gain weight, is what I said to her, and there's another girl who's a personal trainer and just kind of looks at me and says, "You're trying to gain weight? Like, that would be the worst thing in the world I could ever do to myself." And, you know, I just kind of explained, like, I just don't like it when people comment on my body. It's not that I have a problem with it, it's the insinuation that goes along with it. And then they started, I was in the room with like 4 other people who are all women, and they started talking about all this diet fat-phobic bullshit, and I had to leave. I went out into the hall, especially because I started like right before an exam, and my professional development instructor walks by, and she's really amazing to talk to. So I kind of just stood in the doorway of the staff room, and I looked at her and I was like, "Lori, I'm really pissed off." And she's like, "Oh, you know, what's going on?" I'm like, "I kind of just need to vent. Is that okay?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I told her the situation, and she's like, she said, you know, a lot of it goes on, and that she just helped me kind of process it a bit. But what I'm having trouble with is I want to challenge it in a way that doesn't come off as aggressive, because a lot of people, especially in school, their way of getting out of being fat phobic is saying, "Oh, it's just for your health." Hate it. As well, me and Lori were saying how, you know, a lot of people won't say anything racist or sexist, but they have no fucking problem saying something about somebody who's fat. I've had partners say, "Oh, you look so much bigger with your clothes off. If you wouldn't eat so much sugar, you could so lose weight." And mind you, this wasn't in the beginnings of relationships where I would have just been like, "Fuck you." It's when it's more established and it comes off as something really subtle, like, "Oh, you know, whatever, like, you have no fucking right to comment on my body." This past weekend, some really awesome queers came up from Portland, and there was, at one point, and I'm not going to explain this, I'm just going to leave it completely random. I was over at the person's house that they're staying at, ended up in my underwear reading gay porn to like 3 people I'd just met. Some good times. There was wrestling and knuckle playing in on English Bay. Oh, and I've never wrestled before, and the person that I wrestled was undefeated until I came along. And I'd say your name here, but I'm not sure if that's okay, so I'm not going to. But yeah, rematch is on, totally. I also taught them how to play knuckles. I have, you probably can't see it, but I have like a bruise on my hand that's not as bad as his. But I did not win that one. I opted to take a break because I work with my hands and I don't want them to get broken. There was also lots of breakfasts and brunches, and I went to an MVK, which is Metro Vancouver Kink. It's like a BDSM play party, which was really intense, but like really, really good. I got to flog somebody for the first time, as hard as I could. I was making them count and they didn't miss a beat, which kind of infuriates me because it didn't feel like I had an impact. Yeah, so it was really great to hang out with some other fat queers and hang out with some people in the city that, even though I've either seen them once or twice, I haven't actually got to spend time with them, so it was really, really good. And now I'm back in school. I'm in level 300, so I have about a year to go. And we started neuroanatomy today and my brain hurts, and I have a coffee date with a friend in about an hour, so yeah, I kind of just wanted to update. I also wanted to make a little announcement that I'm in the process of changing my YouTube channel because of family members posting them on Facebook, where my extended family doesn't need to see my videos. So if you want the link for the new one, I'm still in the process of moving all my stuff over there. Just send me a message on here. Like, don't post it in the comments because I don't want everybody having your email address. Send me a message with your email address, and then I'll just send a mass email with the link. Alright? Hope everybody's doing well.